Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services, and I welcome you all to a new learning series via News in Focus. And today's topic of discussion is new collective quantified goal. Why we are discussing this topic? Because this was recently in news during the Bonn Convention conclusion, and this particular topic is directly relevant for civil services prelims and mains examination. In prelims, you'll get a direct question, and in mains, you'll use this point as a fodder point, even in General Studies Paper 2, Paper 3, and issues related to climate change. So this is again an important one. So without any further delay, let's get started. So just to give you the background, the new collective quantified goal, better known as NCQG, has emerged as a significant commitment to climate finance. And basically, when it comes to the Bonn Climate Conference, this was again redebated, and the point was highlighted about the climate finance. Now, the conference, which set the stage for upcoming COP28 in Dubai, has exposed significant gap in the funding of the climate change. So the conclusion of the Bonn Climate Conference has again highlighted that yes, the issue of climate finance is concerning. Now, one thing that is important for you to note, that is COP28 is scheduled at Dubai. This is going to take place in November 2023. So the name and venue important. And even if you see the part of the climate finance, this become relevant because in the upcoming 28, we'll see what are the standard that is set. Even just to remind you about COP27, where loss and damage fund was formed. Now, the background, see, this actually started in Paris climate change. If you see the part of Paris agreement that call for new collective and quantified goal prior to 2024. So like by 2024, we need to do that. So this have actually set a standard till 25 and the achievement should be there by 24, but no conclusive effort has been made yet, right? And it has said that a floor of $100 billion per year should be there from the developed and developing countries. Now, the lesson need to be learned from setting the standard where climate finance goal of 100 billion become annually by 2020. But again, the substantial progress has not yet been made. Now, just to give you a brief about the Paris climate change, why the Paris climate change was important, what were the standard, what were the parameters that were set. So in Paris climate change, we have targeted that save and increase the forests to capture the greenhouse gases in atmosphere, hold average increase global temperature to 2 degrees Celsius, limit temperature increase to 1.5 degrees Celsius, make finance consistent and aligned with the agreement goal, and increase availability to adapt the climate change. So these were some of the important and pivotal points when it comes to the Paris climate goals. Now, coming back to the topic, that is the new collective quantified goal. This is basically, I've told you, it's something that a finance was set, and this has to be achieved by 2024, but many countries feel reluctant on achieving the target. The commitment of 100 billion per year by 2022 was committed actually, and this has actually started in 2009 COP. And the cost estimate for the climate indicate that the billion of possibility and the part of the $1 trillion that is required will help the developing countries to cope up with the climate issues. Now, the Paris Climate Agreement emphasized the need for NCQG, that is the climate finance before 2025. Why I'm repeating this, because you should know, because there can be a direct question in the prelims. This aims to account for the need for priorities for developing nations and has been termed as most important climate goal. Now, what is the significance? As you must have concluded till now that significance part is climate finance, that most country is unable to meet the targets, and to achieve that, the new collective quantified goal will help to speed up the part of the finances that is lacking, right? It is critical to address the climate change because the large scale investment required to reduce the emissions and even emit, which is there by the greenhouse gases. And the developed country must assist and work in the consonance with the developing countries to make them a clean energy transition, so that the developing countries are getting benefit from the developed countries and get finance on climate resilience infrastructure, which is very, very important at this point of time. And particularly talking about India, India has categorically talked about the digital resilience climate infrastructure, and even India has also pitched for the loss and damage fund, which was evident during the COP27. So COP28 in this context will be very, very important for your examination. So this was all about for the topic. If you like this content, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. Do give us a thumbs up for this video. We'll meet in next session with some of the important informations. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching.